Come on, try to here.
Sir, no smoking.
Country is free, huh?
Tell me about it while you put it out.
Maybe I put you out.
Pardon me? Hey! That's right. You see? Now put it out. I'm not in the mood. Thank you.
Prime Suspect is premiering this fall on NBC. Sean, pitch it to us.
All right. Prime Suspect is a remake of the British series starring Helen Mirren, and it's about a female homicide detective in the NYPD who rises in the ranks of her department despite skepticism and hostility from her male counterparts.
This is a 1-hour drama police procedural, one-hander with Maria Bello.
That's exactly correct. Maria Bello has very large shoes to fill in this role that really made Helen Mirren famous. In the original Prime Suspect, the lead character is Jane Tennyson.
Yeah.
In the remake, the lead character is Jane Timoney. And that's really about the only thing they changed between the two versions, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because the setup of sexism in the department, and it's very difficult for the woman to break in, they bring that whole cloth from 1991 into 2011, and it no longer plays.
My name was on top of the board going out of here last night. So do you want to explain to me how it is that you have a case and I don't?
Well, you see, Jane, when a bad man does a murder and someone calls the police, you see, the responding officer then will call his sergeant, and then that sergeant will then call a homicide detective. And I'm sorry, but that homicide detective was not you.
Now, in Helen Mirren's day, when Prime Suspect appeared on UK television, there were only 4 detective chief inspectors, that's the rank her character had, in the entire London Metropolitan Police. There were only 4 women at that rank. Conversely, in the NYPD in 1991, the majority of deputy commissioners were female.
Wow.
So even at that time, you would have had difficulty taking Prime Suspect whole cloth and fitting it into a show about the NYPD.
I completely agree with you. When you're watching it, you see that she's the only female detective in her department, so it just didn't really ring true at all.
But the show doesn't chalk up all the animosity toward Maria Bello because she's a woman. I mean, here's a police officer who, the lead homicide detective, dies of a heart attack, and she just goes in the next day and says, I want that guy's job. I want to take this case. And that provides a lot of the hostility.
But you can't argue that the sexism angle is not foregrounded.
No, it is there. And if anything, I will agree that it's forced. Now, I'm from California, and I see this show, and I'm like, oh, it seems more authentic than other New York procedurals.
As a New Yorker, this show has got the Hollywood disease, which is the sanitized New York.
Okay, yeah.
The squad room's one color. It wouldn't hurt them to populate the street with people of color. But they don't do that.
Well, you know, I'm not from New York either. I'm from the Midwest, so I have to somewhat apologize that I don't know New York that well. But I guess this stuff didn't bump for me. It was there was a good enough story surrounding it that I just sort of went with it and wasn't, you know, nitpicking it for its depiction of New York City.
The audience who is going to be watching this, do you think they're going to enjoy it?
Oh, I think they'll love it. I think that it fits right in that sort of NBC police procedural section. I think the best written part of this is sort of the investigation aspect of it. And I think people will be really on board for that and really go with it.
Though the show is a bit clunky, I feel like it's different from the cacophony of police procedurals that are out right now. Let's talk about Maria Bello. I thought she was fantastic in this, but she doesn't bring the bravura that Helen Mirren brings to the table.
I've never seen the original British series. I love Helen Mirren ever since that one night in Miami. But I love Maria Bello too. I mean, she's been great since The Cooler and History of Violence.
Exactly.
I think she's great here. She really brings a lot of spunk to this role, and it's a lot of fun to watch her, and it's enough for me to stick with her week to week.
Personally, I feel like the audience will be badly turned off by Maria Bello's ridiculous trilby hat. But more subjectively, I just think that the audience is going to change the channel to Castle or something else that's better. Both of you rather like the show, I take it, or at least some aspects. Where do you see it going in future episodes?
I think what they can do is sort of use her domestic angle. It's a little bit in the background in this episode, but she's got a boyfriend who has an ex-wife, and they have a kid together. I think they could do something between her and the kid. So I think there are places to go, but mostly it'll just be a procedural show from week to week.
Yeah, I agree. That, to me, was the most interesting part of it. I'm looking forward to seeing this relationship with her and her husband and the ex-wife and putting the ex-wife in her place.
Should we vote on it then?
Let's vote.
All right. Good time when we agree. A good performance by Maria Bello does not make up for the fact that this is an old-fashioned police procedural that's 20 years out of date. Skip it.
Maria Bello is fantastic, and I think it's going to be bringing people back week after week, so stream it.
Maria Bello is awesome, and I think if this pilot has any problems, they can fix it in the next couple of episodes, so I say, see it.
Well, it looks like that's 1.5 tickets, which is stream it. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
But you know, that trilby hat still kills me.